I doubt I'll be able to edit this video in time, but at the time of writing this script at least, Japan is celebrating Obon, an important holiday where it's believed one's ancestral spirits return to this world from that world. So it seems apt that I should find myself reviewing Raidou Remastered. Nobody knows more about jumping between that world and this one than Raidou Kuzunoha. Well, apart from the attendant helping him do it I guess, but I stand by my segue. Raidou Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army is a remaster of the nearly 20-year-old PS2 game originally titled Devil Summoner Raidou Kuzunoha vs. the Soulless Army. And that makes me feel extremely old because I'm pretty sure I remember seeing it at Game Wizards when I was still in school, and that retailer doesn't even exist anymore. As a quick side note, which title do you think is better? Sure, they both sound like pretty much any modern anime title, but somehow Raidou Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army feels more streamlined, so that's my pick. I'm going to start off a little negative here and say that I am very glad we've moved beyond the fixed camera angle style of RPG which was pretty prevalent on the PS2. Just like Final Fantasy X, each area is split up into a series of fixed camera angles which makes navigating the game a little annoying. The constantly changing perspective means moving around smoothly is nearly impossible, but it's certainly not a deal breaker. Now, as you may have guessed, Raidou Remastered is a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei series, and in terms of spin-offs, this one is the spinniest of all that I've played. Replacing the turn-based combat you'd normally expect from Atlus during this era is an experimental action system. A lot of the Shin Megami Tensei staples are here, but reimagined for action combat. You'll still be recruiting demons to your party, fusing them into countless more powerful demons, using magic to target weaknesses, and so on. This aspect is a bit of a mixed bag, truth be told. The action combat itself is good, a little dated as you'd expect, but it's fun and there's enough depth to keep it interesting. There are 3 different weapons which determines what your strong attack will be, while your quick attacks are always the same using a katana. You've also got 3 ability slots, which are things like magic and other attacks, 6 passive skill slots which can be switched out whenever you like, a ranged gun attack, dodge, block, etc. Boss fights introduce mechanics similar to something you'd see in an MMO, where attacks are telegraphed, requiring you to dodge and maneuver your way around the battlefield to protect yourself. This all works, and works well, but the action combat system has an unfortunate casualty, which is the way demons fit into it. Gone are the iconic demon negotiations in favour of simply spamming the capture button until the bar is full, and choosing which demons to be on your team, for combat at least, is less satisfying than it's ever been because they all just sort of feel the same. They do their own thing in combat, and as long as they've got the right spells to target enemy weaknesses, it's very hard to notice any kind of difference between them. Atlus have attempted to offset this by making demons more important outside of battle. There is a system here reminiscent of field skills in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, although this game did it first, so perhaps the field skills in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 are reminiscent of this, but let's not get bogged down in all that. Basically, each demon has up to 2 field skills which can be used outside of battle, and they are crucial for progressing in the story in addition to simply finding treasure and more deeply exploring the lore. For instance, there's an item up in that tree. How do we get it? Using a demon that can fly, of course. And let's say an NPC won't give you the information you need. You can get around this little roadblock with a demon that can read minds. It does mean that there are advantages to capturing and fusing more demons, and creating a diverse party is practically a requirement if you want to get the most out of the game. Keeping a demon with Investigate around is highly recommended. There are hidden items all over the place that you'll need one of these guys to discover, and Mikami here is beyond anguished when he doesn't find one. Perhaps the best thing about this game is the story. I was really into it. It wouldn't surprise me if this, in some way, inspired Judgment and Lost Judgment from RGG many years later. It's a tale of tumbling conspiracies, a real how deep does this rabbit hole go kind of thing. The initial case of a kidnapped girl quickly turns into something much more, and as new cases arrive, you start to see that they're all intertwined. There are mysteries on mysteries, but thankfully the game isn't written by J.J. Abrams, so the mysteries do actually get answered. It's not written by Rian Johnson either, so rest assured the answers you get are satisfying. Now, I was going to finish up here with a little throwaway line about the soundtrack being fine but not too memorable. However, while writing this script, a little melody kept popping into my head which led to some incessant humming, and it turns out it was a piece of music from this game that I was humming all along, so your mileage may vary. Ultimately, the question is whether or not playing a remaster of a nearly 20-year-old game in 2025 is worth it or not. My answer to that is pretty simple. I think it's a yes. The story is timeless and the other aspects have aged well enough to make the whole experience enjoyable. If you're looking for something that feels different to both Shin Megami Tensei and Persona while still managing to keep all of those delicious Atlus vibes intact, it's hard to go past Raidou Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.